that everything? It feels like everything. Huh. Maybe everything's just fine. Don't have to reopen Streamlabs or the game multiple times. It's very weird. Abnormal. Hi! By the way, it's me. It Chris. How you? I good. I hope you good. So yeah, last time we did the Commendea contract where we had to get a ton of money, and it was a little amusing how I had to avoid winning for like a year, but apart from that, went well. Now we're doing the exact opposite because we got a bandit camp and you can't do trade routes and there's no trading. That makes the game a lot harder. I'm gonna go ahead and note on that. Uh, Traders are a huge source of perks and items you can't normally get, so you have to be completely self-sufficient. And while I try to be completely self-sufficient, blueprints don't always shake out that way. So it's even more important that I start with an initial blueprint, hence me picking up the small farm today. I'm also going with the foxes and the humans today because we can just make grain as long as we find some source of water, which the foxes will help us find. We can just make porridge, and that'll satisfy everybody's needs for a while, which will be great. Uh, if I could buy something more substantial for 3, I would. But yeah, I'm just going with the most benefit I can get at the start, right here. Starting with a very healthy 13 people. Uh, a lot of villagers at first, I feel like, is a very smart way to start just because it gets everything ramped up a lot faster. And uh, as much as I like playing this slowly, speed does become a factor in a successful run, which I hate. I kind of just want to. Some days I just want to have a nice slow game that's infinite. That's infinite. But yearly hostility's high. You're not allowed to do that. Anyway, let's see what we get. Gain 15 drizzle water per minute during the drizzle. Interesting. Uh, this is great if you're using rain collectors, because then you don't have to like put anybody on the collector during drizzle to get drizzle water, and it's pretty nice. If you're using pumps, it's not as useful. You're usually either using it as you get it or letting it fill up anyway. Like maybe there's something to be said about increasing the pump capacity and running a very slight deficit, but that sounds really hard to manage, and I just didn't think I'm getting much use out of that. Unless I put down a rain collector. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Anyway, Faint Flame. Resources you sacrifice burn faster. So much harder to stack for lower hostility. Speaking of a little harder, we've got Leakage. Hearth's resistance is decreased by 200. That's a little rough, but we'll manage. As long as we don't go too heavy into Blightpunk, we shouldn't even notice it. Unnatural erosion sucks. If we get an oil building, it's pretty easy to keep up with the oil you need for this, but it's a cost I really don't like. Finally, nauseous spores. People take more frequent breaks if they don't have services. That means they use more food, more coats, and they don't work as efficiently, which sucks, but manageable. We shouldn't have any like worries about, oh god, if we hit this level of hostility, we'll just die. We should be mostly okay. Anyway, I'm gonna start out with my usual road pattern here, and then see what we get. Uh, any amber we have is going to be used just for rerolls this game, so I have to keep in mind that. It's like, use rerolls aggressively if you can. Also, for some Glade events need amber, but they're fairly rare. And there's usually an alternative to using amber for it, so. Kiln? Maybe Carpenter? I have foxes. I'm gonna want crystallized dew. Carpenter's pretty good for that. Because just like, if you get metal, you can make tools, plus you get to make the planks already. There's a lot of good things to say about that. Kiln's also really good. Makes your fuel go so much further. And we're on the Royal Woodlands, and I don't have beavers. I mean, we should have plenty. It's a very good building. I do need a lot of planks for human and fox housing, though. I also need bricks for human and lizard housing. Oh, I could mull over this for ages if I wanted to, huh? Kiln. It's a very good building. Ooh. Yes. Ranch. I mean, like, there's no way this isn't ranch. I've already got grain, and I can turn it into... I can turn the grain into meat, I can turn that into water skins. The ranch is very strong. We're very happy with that. And we're very happy with the workshop, too. Alright. This is a great start since the workshop showed up. Holy cow. We unfortunately lack cloth to make it. I really have to look up where we get cloth initially from in this game, because, like, I'm finding myself really like, boy, I sure do miss my 6, 6, and 6 starting resources, because that just lets me get the workshop up immediately no matter what. But it is what it is. We have plenty of bricks to build the kiln right away too. Do I want to put it right in the middle? I like the park in front of the hearth, as suboptimal as it may be. It's pretty. I want the town to look nice. Gosh darn it. Anyway. Who's on the hearth? A fox. Well, let's swap you with a lizard so you'll actually do something. There we go. Full woodcutters, and we still have 6 people building our town and prepping to get into these workstations that I'm about to put up. I can start gathering this guilt-free. Just have to swap some humans around. Very easy. Probably should have made sure they were humans at the first. Oh, gosh. If I had a flower-producing building, this would be small press for sure. There's something to be said about obsidian runestone when you have leakage, but my current prestige level is too low for me to worry about the blight at all, really. Grain bags is almost certainly the play here. I'm starting with a small farm, and getting exponential grain right off the bat sounds amazing. To that end, where's the closest fertile ground? Or here, huh? Alright, that's easy enough to get to. Should probably focus on it too. Yeah. Like, once that guy's done, we'll get him over here, and we'll just work towards popping these 3 glades. It has the drizzle water I need and the fertile soil I need. Those will be fantastic. Alright. Crude workstation is up. We can't actually do anything with it yet, because I need flax, and I don't have any. I can, however, put a lizard in the kiln. We can't make any bricks yet, but we can certainly turn wood into coal, which is always better because it just burns way longer. It does take up, a lot of production time, and it ties someone up doing it, but it's generally pretty darn worth it. Anyway, get these two working to get some flax. These two can collect veggies. I'll probably take someone off of flax production as soon as I get enough to, like, make fabric. And, yeah, then we'll make our workshop and we'll be sitting pretty. Lovely. How much wood do I have? 20. Right. I'm gonna be a little slow in the wood intake because of the kiln, aren't I? Do I, like, stop the kiln then? No? I don't think I do. I think I just wait a tick for me to get more wood, and I have, so at the end. Don't like either of these very much. I don't think I'll be completing 3 Glade events anytime soon, so a new group of villagers is not super valuable if I can't get it, like, immediately. Ancient Tablet is questionable if I get it, but the rewards will be super nice for it. 2 Wildfire Essence, quite valuable, and the food will never be bad. So we'll just click that. What an interesting choice. I do love me TikTok. Steel drills doubles your copper ore production from clay pits, and we should be finding them on this map, usually. That can translate pretty well into either nice roads or the ability to smelt copper and get metal that way. On the other hand, I could just, like, get 10 cloth, 10 bricks, and 5 parts immediately and another blueprint, like right now, because I have lizards, which sounds really good. Maybe we'll get TikTok afterwards. We didn't, but we did get Farm Life and 3 packs. Farm Life's probably the easiest, almost certainly. The parts are nice. +1 to fabric is also okay, but this is like the 3 packs, that takes a lot more material than, like, it suggests. So I'm probably gonna click Farm Life here. I'm gonna check my blueprint first. Okay. Interesting. Quite interesting. We didn't find the Alchemist Hut, which is what I was really hoping to find. But, that's like, what if you just gave me all the buildings I want, game? What if you just did that? Artisan's not bad. Coats aren't as dire with humans. In fact, they're probably the least dire with this current setup we have. Clay pit, I doubt I will be hurting that much for clay to want to make sure I have infinity clay. Tool shop is never bad, as long as you have some way of getting metal, which we don't right now, is the thing. This is a great building if you have metal, but we don't. I do like it a lot, just having the option. It's really super duper contingent on getting some kind of crystallized dew, though, and being able to sustain it. which is not, like, impossible. I only get so many blueprints this game, so it feels like this is a bit of a gamble, but it's a safe enough bet. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna build the workshop now. The end. We really don't need to build the tool shop until we have some kind of metal somewhere, so I'm just going to not. The end. Do I need to do anything else now? I have foxes, and I'm not guaranteed to get crystallized dew, so this is like when this is the time where it's like, yeah, you should be prioritizing big shelters, I think. So let's get a couple of those queued up, because we're gonna want the overflow houses for the foxes for a while, and getting shelters on year one, it's just a good idea. As much as for as little as I do it, it's just a good idea. Alright, that should get everybody but one person housed, so that should be terrific. 2 people in the workshop should be good. I don't really need fabric right now. I will need it eventually. Probably don't need this much on food gathering, given that we're not, like, you know, pressed for food, given that I started with like 2 extra bundles of it. So that's probably where my builder's gonna be coming from. I can finish my sentences. Anyway, shelter between the shelters and the park, we should upgrade the hearth more or less immediately this game. And yeah, just waiting around for planks to get built and for these glades to get closer. Love to pop those glades when I have an order to, but I may just not. It might be important enough to get the grain production up without worrying about being hyper efficient with orders, as much as I prefer being, you know, hyper efficient with orders. Maybe it's not needed. Maybe you can just relax on it for a bit, Chris. Thank you for jerking the camera around autosave. Appreciate that. There goes the shelters. That's gonna be lovely. Drop down a couple of parks. I mean, we're 1 person off from fully upgrading the hearth. Well, not fully, but getting to level 2 hearth, which is kind of crazy. Who would I want to house first? Probably the lizards, because they are the most persnickety of our races, apart from the foxes, but fox houses are very hard to build. Anyway, we're definitely good this for the storm. There's like no way we're not super good during this storm, so I'm pretty fine with just fast forwarding through things right now. Dum-da-dum. Yeah. We are more than good for this storm. Very happy to see that. We should get some bricks and some fabric now that we have built our big shelters and we're good on planks. Lovely. I also need to clear like this space out for the ranch. Not that it has to go there, but it fits so nicely there, and therefore that's very important to me. Anyway, about halfway through the storm we'll get new people. I think I can bring them in right away. Even if we hit hostility level 2, I think we'll still be fine. Just a matter of babysitting the foxes a little. No problem. Alright. Slow down time a bit. About to hit the peoples. Who we bringing in? More initial pipes is never bad, especially since I've got a geyser I'm definitely gonna use. Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't click on these guys. Looks good to me. I could put this guy in the kiln? Does give him something to do, which we're kind of lacking for people right now, hilariously enough. Yeah, I mean, like, one builder's fine. We're one chop away from that, so I'm gonna move these guys over, get them to clear this area out. Hopefully soon, hopefully before the storm ends. And yeah, once we get ourselves new orders, which should pop up at the start of the year. I never opened this one. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's hilarious, right? Because I never decided I was going to choose between these two depending on the blueprint I got. Yeah. Okay, anyway. Yeah, we'll get new orders as soon as the storm is over, or at least briefly after the storm ends. So I'll just wait on that. Wait to see those orders before I decide I'm going to pop open a glade for possibly no reason. Put down the ranch. Would love having a lizard there. We need to find a way to make water skins at some point. The supplier would be pretty sick, but we'll see what we get. I'm gonna open the orders first. Let's see what we get. Ancient artifacts again. Normally expert specialization is very strong, but we can't trade this game, so it's bad. We can make jerky, so this just kind of solves itself if we make it at all, so I guess we'll roll with that. We do have meat and coal, so why am I not making jerky for the lizards? Upon reflection, that does seem silly that I'm not doing that already. And this one, open glades? No, but we need to... Okay. Okay, game, here. So, like... So, like, here's the thing. Only the lizards eat jerky here. That's it. That's the only people. So, I would need to very specifically try to get 12 lizards into my camp to finish this. And it's like pretty good. Better jerky production, a lot of meat, a couple of extra people. It ain't bad, but like I question if I'll ever have 12 lizards from this point on. I would have to very specifically go for them. And sometimes I won't even get offered that. Building materials sure does seem a lot easier, and the wildfire essence will help me with geysers and stuff. Sure does feel a lot like it's just click on building materials and then click on deliver. So I guess we'll do that. Hi! Boy, okay. So, you know, I had a look at the beanery and I was just kind of struck by like, oh, is this just the perfect building for me right now? Yes. Yes, it is. We get our crystallized dew, we get our porridge, and we get our pickled goods, which are the three things I was looking to make this game. So that's amazing. That's just fan-flippin-tastic. We still need a way to get water skins, don't get me wrong, but yeah, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Holy cow, that's good. That's really, really good. 30, 30 is fine. This is all fine. Okay, so yeah, now we really want to get the farm and the guys are rolling as fast as possible. Because we are so ready for those. Oh yeah, the cornerstone. Right, the other benefit I get. Um... Hmm. I mean, I did say I needed water skins. I could milk some people for reputation points right now, and that would immediately get us 40 water skins, and occasionally some more throughout the game. I question how sustainable that is, but it will be a very nice early benefit, and that could very well be enough to push that over the edge for me. There's something to be said about Royal Guard training, but that takes metal and stone, and this map type is very low on those things. Ancient Pact, I don't like killing people. Survivor bonding's just fine. It's never ever bad. It's always great, but like, there's stronger ones. It's the tiny house of Against the Storm. Okay, family gratitude, and we will favor somebody. I don't know. The foxes are less affected by hostility, so I guess it's them. The end. Cool. Glad we made that decision. Speaking of choices, I do need another lizard home and some human homes. And eventually we will get fox houses, but we need to build several things first. But fortunately we have one builder. Yep, just the one. Okay, well, we'll work on that. Berries, veggies, not bad. Most importantly though, we got the stuff. Let's get this a-farmin' immediately. I guess we're gonna put the farm here. Yeah, seems like it. This tree needs to go. I also found a little tiny meat package, which is a thing we have now. We could get copper ore from this thing, but boy, without the ability to smelt it, I don't care. That gets all the... No, does it? No, it does not. Where can I put this? That gets all of it. I guess here would be optimal. I guess I'll do the optimal thing. Ugh. Hate the optimal thing. The optimal thing sucks. Optimal things for lamers who are lame. I should probably pop into this just because I will want the space around the hearth. And I'm making my woodcutters walk around rather unnecessarily much. Okay. Cool, that should give us, if not a straight shot to the warehouse, at least a slightly more efficient route to it. Definitely don't need vegetables right now, given all of the veggies we have around. Ooh, hello. Speaking of which, do I bring these guys in right now? I certainly have the food for it. And, like, I don't think more people will hurt. The amber is certainly a lot less valuable in a game where I can't trade. So that's probably just worth doing if I had to say if it was or not, which I guess I'm doing now. Yep. I'm so good at the word speaking. Fast forward a little bit, just a wee. Yeah. I think we're just good, more or less. I think the only change I'd want to make is moving this down. And maybe move this over here for a bit. Yeah. I'm going to grab some water, because I've already run out of water. So I'm gonna let this run for a sec. Oh my god, he vanished! Freaking Celier's voice! What? What is this wizardry? Oh my god. There's this tap. Holy snap. Why doesn't he bring a giant water bottle like an actual streamer? Is it because it's like only 5 feet to a tap? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe. It's a weird speculation you're doing. Alright, the beanery now exists, and we got new people, which we're very happy to fill up the beanery with people now. We'll pickle the eggs, we'll turn the porridge, we'll turn our veggies into porridge, because that's just more efficient use of it. We'll get crystallized dew. Well, hopefully, like, actually, now that I look at it, we don't have the ability to do any of this until we have the drizzle geyser built, or we get enough reputation. So maybe I'll just let them be builders until all of this is finished. That might be the smart play. So let's do the smart thing. If I must. Let's prioritize this as well. I appreciate you putting planks into good homes, but sort of need these things up and running. Maybe it was foolish of me to think that I could get that going on year 2. That's a little fast. Can't have a super duper fast start, as much as I'd like one. This is a very good fast start though. I rarely feel this setup by year 2. You have some planks. Not enough to do much with though. Also didn't get any reputation points from the foxes, which is mildly annoying. Parts? Maybe? These guys? How much do we have here? So 6 times 4 is 24. That will push us to 0 out of 100 on hostility level 3. So I'd have to stop 1 woodcutter, that's pretty acceptable, to be honest. I'm okay with that. Yeah, literally 1 woodcutter will put us to 0 out of 100. Hostility level 3, which sucks. But it is what it is. Alright, now we have some drizzle water. I guess we have enough excess people to put you in there. And then we can put you guys in here. Easily manageable. Yes, it is, Windy One. Yes, it is indeed. Yeah, now that we have some water, we can start making dew and porridge, and I probably just want to pipe this up, honestly. Immediately. Which means I will want to have a blight post at some point before that gets ahead of me. maybe I even will do that at some point. Whoa. Doing that at some point? Crazy talk. That's crazy talk, Cress. What if you just did nothing for the entire game? That'd be smarter, wouldn't it? Oh, you know, that's something I didn't think of. Strawman viewer in my head. That's something I didn't think of. I almost certainly have to pop into the Dangerous Glade next year, because it is, I'm well past the point where it's overdue. Still, we should be getting a lot of good stuff from these. And in theory, we're very close to a reputation point from the foxes when the drizzle hits. Just need to, you know, get there. At some point. I can also queue up a bunch of fox houses because I want them made as soon as we have the dew for it. I do indeed. Oh ho ho. That sure qualified as humor. I have enough meat that the trapper camp feels like it's justified now. The berries I am questioning if it's worth it. There's some really good choices here. Pleasant surprise. We have a ranch, so meat specialization sure feels good. Driving water also feels pretty good. We are already using rainwater in rain engines, so increasing woodcutting speed throughout the rest of the game sounds great, especially since we don't have beavers. So more woodcutting, more better. I don't know. It's a great question. I do need a lot of meat between jerky, water skins, and pie, if we unlock pie, which is questionable. But I also need a lot of wood. So, like, what do I want more? Meat or wood? It's a fantastic question. Let's go with exponential meat. We have exponential grain, and therefore exponential meat feels on brand or thematic. I don't know. It's something. I'm getting it for that reason. Tasty Explorer, I guess. Sure. Wasn't thrilled by either of those. Chest Chaser's not happening. We have no tools. We have no. Well, we have very little Seamer. We would have to have already found the chests and had a stock of sea marrow to make this viable. The training gear delivery line would have been real frickin' sweet, but oh well. That's just how it goes. Expert specialization is meh because we can't trade. Use Stormwater? I mean, like, I'd have to find it or make a rain collector. But I do love doubling the purging fire you get from blight posts, so that's good enough all by itself for me to click on that button. So we're obviously popping into this, but now we need to pop into 2 at the same time. Which means I need to get these guys chopping through this. So that we get this to there faster. I think that'll be fine. Might not need this many people in the beanery right now. Maybe. We do have a lot to do in there, to be fair. Like, a lot. Yeah, like, I do need to rejigger labor a little bit, but maybe the geyser pump. We're actually not very good on drizzle water because we're using so much of it. We're using an absolute ton of it. Maybe it's just fine right now. Maybe I just need the one builder and it's okay. We'll get more people in a bit. Hey, we got reputation. That means we got some water skins. Which means we got some pickled goods incoming. Gonna love that. Yeah, if I turned off favoring, I get reputation passively with the lizards, which is nice, but feels like 6 of one, half dozen of the other at this point. It's like, oh, but I could also get the lizard happy. It's like, but I'm already getting the happy. Oop, Harvester's Camp is done. You're done. Yeah, we have no more flax on the map. Which is fine, hardly need it. And the extra builder's probably what I want right now. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good to me. I could be a lot more efficient in chopping towards this glade, but I feel like I'm not in that big a hurry. Feels like we're just kind of fine right now. Got enough people. I don't have to like freak out. Oh my god, now the lizards are happy even though I'm neglecting them. Dang, that's nice. Alright. Year 3 clearance already. Where does the time go at ×3 speed? He's asked, answering his own question. Need another human home. Could use some more fox houses too. I don't want to get in the way of my nice road though. I guess up here is fine? It'll be more fine once I get rid of the sea marrow deposit, which I'm sure will happen someday. In the meantime, we'll rely on our big shelters for any overflow we've got. Dun, 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 dun. I do want that space for lizard housing, so I might scooch these guys down just like a teeny ooty scooch. A little ooey bitty scoochums. Yeah, we'll do that and sound very dignified doing it. Huh. Early Tea Doctor's kind of tempting. Rain Mill's pretty great though. I already have a ton of grain, and unlocking flour will unlock pies and biscuits, which are relevant to the humans and lizards. It's not as strong as the Rain Mill's not as strong as it usually is, just because we have so few baked goods people. But like, maybe I just pick the Tea Doctor up here actually. Like, we're already making tons of complex food, and getting vitality going is kind of sick. Is it better than the Rain Mill? It might be. That feels weird to say. I usually am looking for flour like a madman, but like I am making a lot of food right now. And this would go real hard, and we could upgrade the hearth like now if I got the Tea Doctor. Oh, there's God, the more I talk about it, the more convinced I am it's the right pick, which is weird. It's just because like there's lots of ways to get flour, but the Tea Doctor may not show up again, and I've only got so many blueprints. So that's kind of pushing it over the edge for me. So we're just going to do that. The end. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk or whatever. Let's get down the requisite number of decor that we need for this. We can pretend we're piping up the Tea Doctor, and that's cool. We can put some lizard flags over where the lizard houses are? Sure. Why not? Maybe put one by the ring. There's no space for it. Could just like put a row of lizard banners here and call it a day. It's not the high standards I usually adhere to, but they do exist, and I need them to exist more than I need them to exist to exacting standards. Those two look fine to me, and then, like, I could also just, like, do a little pipe arch here, and, like, that looks kind of okay. It'll look fine. Probably. Probably look good enough, at least. And maybe that's just all I need. We seem to be pretty good on drizzle water right now, so I think pulling this guy off the geyser pump makes sense. Help build our town, because we need it. Many, many things need building, and I want them built sometime before the death of the universe, ideally. No stone, no copper, so I can't improve the road as much as I would love to improve the road from the farm to the warehouse. Huh. I'm feeling pretty comfy on the number of people I have. So I'm probably not gonna bring in 5 as opposed to 3. Is that a good idea, though? I'm not sure, suddenly. Like, where would I put all these people? Probably in the newly built T-Doctor. Maybe I can use them all. Maybe that's a thing I should do. Alright, come on in. We do need everything built. And we've got empty camps. There's definitely work for people to do. The rate of harvesting, I think I'm going to slap another small farm down because we cannot leave this much on the field to rot. Hate that too. You cleared out the Blizzard House spaces, you can just not be there. Yep. That's good. Another human house will be needed soon. Is it just because we're using all of our grain in the beanery? Yeah. As much as I love our food, I do think I want to click on farm life and get that done. And see what we pop. Wow. Oh my god, this is gonna be a tough choice. Holy butts. Man, normally I'm like, greenhouse is amazing, but like, we kind of have all we need for food right now. Like, grain will just kind of translate into everything. And if not grain, then vegetables. Otherwise, I'm like, greenhouse is amazing, but like, our infinity grain is also amazing. Is this butcher? I do need oil production at some point, once natural erosion starts kicking in, and it will kick in rather soon, given how many people I've brought in. Granted, I also need a way to make water skins, and boy, howdy, is there no better place than the leather worker. Though I have 65 right now. Like, that's gonna last me a while. And the skewers and better jerky would be awfully nice. And the oil. Gosh. Oh, this is tough. They're both really good. Gosh, these are both really good. Ah. Skewers are great, Whimsy One. Yeah. They are great. Ah. Alright. I mean, there was certainly no wrong answer to that, at least. Alright, so we no longer make jerky here. And that's how that's gonna be. Take out the meat, the coal, and the butcher. Yeah. Eggs and meat. Yep. Like, technically it is more efficient to turn jerky into this because for meat, our meat is doubled when it's turned into jerky, so 4 meat can turn into 8 jerky, and if you use 3 jerky, it's like even better, but it takes a lot of production cycles. So that's like questionable. It's usually a lot more efficient to just use the raw stuff, for goodness sakes. Still, there's definitely something to be said about being super efficient, and the fact that I have drizzle water I'm using to make it even more super efficient. That is appealing. It sure is. It most sure and surely is. Alright. You know what? We'll use jerky. I definitely want to get rid of the bugs faster than we want to get rid of the meat in terms of what we use jerky for. Set the priority for that to be that. I think the bugs are best made into jerky for sure. The mushrooms, I might, like, what am I doing with mushrooms though? Anything? I don't know. Might just be something I think about later. And call it good for now. We have enough clay to make some bricks, so this will go up soon-ish. Yeah, we're good. Definitely gonna have to halt woodcutting this year, but there are worse fates. Chop the tree, chop the tree. More reputation, man, we are just rolling in it right now. Okay, the timing on this is going to be kind of funny. Okay, they chopped the tree down, excellent, I can put the other farm down. Now we get below level 4 and see where we stand. We're probably good? We are good. Man, this is such a good start I'm having. Oh hey, there's Blight Rot. Right, that thing. The thing I needed to pay attention to. That thing. Do I just put it in an ugly spot? I don't wanna, though, is the thing. What if I chopped this section out and put it there once it's all chopped out? And you can say, boy, Chris, that sounds really needlessly inefficient for a mild boost to aesthetics. And, like, you may be right, but also, shut up. Strong counterpoint, I know. Let's get someone on the pump actually, because we are running a fairly sharp drizzle deficit right now. I really should increase the tank capacity too. Though I really don't want to zero out on planks right now, given that I need a farm and a butcher and a blight post made as soon as possible. This doesn't do anything yet. Don't have treatment or training going, so there's really no point in putting anyone in there yet. But we'll get there. We will get there, I promise you. Yeah, pretty good. So just waiting for this row of trees to get chopped. I guess I could fast forward until that happens. I do have that option. We should put somebody on the ranch for sure, because we need to use the grain, and we do have a ton of plant fiber right now. I'm probably okay with using some plant fiber until we actually get a ton of grain going, but if we have grain, we want it to be used in the ranch, primarily. Alright. That clears that up. We can put the blight post down now. This is good enough. I'm going to unflag those trees just so they don't drive me crazy. And then we're good. Why don't you guys actually go up here, just so that we're fully prepped to break into 2 dangerous glades in quick succession when the storm ends. Or maybe just before the storm ends. Oh, I really don't want to push up to level 4 and have to pay a ton of oil. So that's something I'm going to be overcautious with. I think caution is warranted there. I don't want to have to pay a giant amount of oil for literally no reason. That sounds like suboptimal play. Alright. We're there. Great. Someone else here. We want some people here. Don't I want, like, all 4? It certainly would make sure it's fully saturated, huh? Probably going to be a lot of idleness there, but I think I can just suck it up. It'll be fine. Exploration Edition is kind of free, which is hilarious. It would give me a ton of global resolve for 4 minutes, which is like cool and all. Do I want the hauling cart more? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm about to open 2 glades, so this is just like free. There's basically no downside. But I don't plan on opening a lot of glades. Or do I? What's our next order? Open or send caches. This is theoretically doable. I do have a tool shop, and I am making crystallized dew. This is, like, viable. Also, I have, you know, some seam arrow I can use to just smash them open if I see something fun. Yeah, we can plan around that. That's fine. I do love me a free hauler. It's just very convenient. There's definitely strength with mist piercers as well. There's just never been a better time for exploration expedition. Like, this is just like, I can't think of a more optimal time for it, because we're like on the cusp of breaking into 2 glades right now, so there'll be no downside. It's like, okay. If I can't take it in the absolute most optimal case, then, like, I'm clearly not valuing it well enough. Okay, we would could get Resolve out of Tea Doctor now. Question if that's worth it. We can pickle some mushrooms. I definitely want to pickle eggs, primarily if I can, just because we make that out of grain here. Yeah. Turn insects into it? I want primarily to turn grain into it, but right now insects is fine. Just like right now, plant fiber's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Capped on drizzle water, although... No, we still have a ton. We still have the blight post. The butcher. We know we have enough planks for both of them. Maybe I do just use the planks now. Okay. We can still pipe this up. Good question is, do I wish to? It might not be what I want to do, weirdly. We definitely want any copper we have to turn into tools and pipes for sure. But yeah, I guess we're good for now. We definitely need another hearth real fast. Also, eggs. Let's just get eggs. Hi. I see. There are choices. No, it's gotta be the apothecary. That's just way too good for us right now. It opens up biscuits for the humans. Tea and incense covers our services for the lizards and for all my people. Like, yeah. And especially since we're about to open 2 dangerous glades where incense and tea tend to be really, really handy to have. Yeah. All those sure do sound like really important factors that push me over the edge to making that choice. What do you know? It was just that easy the whole time. What do we get here? A druid's hut? Oh, make me hate the fact that I picked up the butchery, huh? That's fine. I also got the leaking cauldron, which is interesting. I could fix it. Burning it down is very easy to do. This just gets me a ton of fertile soil, which, I mean, it would be awfully nice. I certainly wouldn't mind having an absolutely enormous grain farm. But is that worth this many, like, tools or parts? I mean, let's check orders. Are we getting a ton of we are getting... We do have an absolute ridiculous amount of parts coming in. I think I can very easily afford to just fix this. I think I'm fine with it. Let's just get that going. And lots of neat stuff we can rebuild too. I like seeing all of this. In fact, it just kind of feels like this is just where we expand out to next, because there's already a town here. Yeah, it kind of just feels like this is the play. We just drop it down here and we're like, hey, it's right next to a farm and a production building already, and it's real frickin' sweet. Doesn't line up perfectly. I'm gonna wait to see where the fertile ground drops. That's my single efficiency I'm going to do for that. But none after that. We're done being sufficient once that's finished. You hear me? I should really disassemble this. The parts and the tools are going to be just uber valuable for me. Way more than anything else, I think. Do I have a fox? I'm not, like, super invested in what they're doing right now. I mean... No? Oh, damn. What is this? Is this just, like, all of the ruins immediately? The game? A haunted brewery? What? That's crazy. That's totally nuts. That's frickin' nutso, bro. Tear it down? What do we call them? The spirits. Hmm. Interesting. Well, this one's gonna take, a lot more thought than just throw parts at it over here. I would like to calm the spirits. It's an empathy event. I'm getting 2 empathy events done here, and that would be like minus 80 hostility if I get calming the forest, which is relevant to my interests. Also I should click this button. It's a good idea. Losing all amber and wine sucks a little bit, but we don't have any wine, and amber's just for rerolls. So I think risking a delay on this is fine, actually. Not that I'm going to purposefully delay it or anything, because I'm going to, as hard as humanly possible, get as much incense as I can, as fast as I can. Which means possibly tearing stuff down. Maybe? At the very least, I don't have any clay, that's why I'm not getting any bricks. Oh, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? There's no clay anywhere either. I'm a bit clay locked, and there's no trading whatsoever. Awkward. Alright, well, I guess we need some people on the harvester's camp, don't we? Granary got a lot less amazing now that I have a haunted brewery around. Forger's camp is currently irrelevant. Sure is. Smithy is... it's only for trade goods. I can't trade and I have no orders for it. Why would I ever pick that? Tavern's fine. I certainly don't mind the tavern. Gets us more services. Something that hits the humans and the foxes, which ain't bad. Especially with a 3-star brewery coming down the pipe. Might want to re-roll this, though. I think I'd rather, like... I think the monastery is the service building I'd like the most. Okay. We got something. There's... Well, I gotta pick one of these. Trapper's Camp is currently irrelevant, so I'm not that excited by it. Plus we have a ranch, what the heck do we need extra meat for? Leatherworker, I still do want the ability to make water skins, because for as much resolve as I'm getting from the lizards and the foxes, the water skins aren't going to last until the end of time. Just feels like they are. It's probably this is a very safe play. Her garden is also an okay one, but it's just that. It's okay. Eh. It's fine. Alright. What do I do about my utter lack of bricks, though? Well, I mean, I've set the workshop to make them out of stone, which we have, so that's already helping. Is it gonna be enough? I can reset you to start bricks. I don't need the planks right now. I mean, I could use them, but I don't super need them. Yeah. Ugh. Gonna tear down this human house. Transfer the planks over to the apothecary. Likewise with the butcher. It's just a higher priority. So that's top priority. We can make the butcher come back once I find where it is. Put the human house back down, and I guess we're just calling that okay. I guess we will eventually get clay and stone from these things. I do sort of just need builders, though. I think I can probably pull someone out of the ranch. I can probably just pull someone out of the ranch once they're done with their work cycle. Don't want to be super inefficient with it. I did just butcher the butcher. You're completely right, Whimsy One. I butchered it for its parts mercilessly. Tool shop is being built. That was not a priority, but whatever. It's going up. We're fine with it. This is getting built. Good. Trapper's camp is done there. Just get eggs, I suppose. We can definitely pull someone off that to help build stuff. We definitely need that. We have unbrick. Okay, the bricks got delivered. The apothecary is going up now. Good. That is what we need happening. God, the road just kind of matched perfectly, didn't it? I love it. Coal is more efficient, so that's what we use. And then we use whatever we've got to make a bunch of incense. And then we go ahead and calm the spirits over here. Hopefully we'll get that done in time. There's a good chance we'll get it done in time, barring excessive travel times, I suppose. Okay, that's done. Good. That's getting built, which is fine. You're getting stone, which is good. I am definitely feeling the fact that I didn't get any plus stone or plus brick production this game. But I guess I'll just have to suck it up. Turns out your games aren't always perfect. No, I want them always perfect though. I want perfect games that are really easy to do. I never want to be challenged at any point. I just want people to praise me for winning. Shut up, high-voiced person. I don't even know who I'm parodying at that point. I'm going to favor the foxes, so I keep getting... Oh, no, never mind. I can't keep getting a reputation from them. They've become wildly decadent. That's fine. We'll get there. Definitely don't need this many people. Just bring in a few. We'll bring in a few more, it's fine. You guys have run out of materials for bricks, which... understandable. You're capped on eggs, meat, and leather, huh? Well, I mean, in a way that's good. Oh man, the leather worker just kind of fits perfectly here, doesn't it? Everything's slotting in fairly nicely. It's kind of nice. Anyway, this is up. 60 skewers, 30 jerky sounds good. We'll keep around an amount of oil. Use grain primarily. Use meats if you have to. Use plant fiber if you absolutely have to. Looks good to me. Definitely want this rolling real hard. So let's make sure we have reliability going at the very least. And call it good. What's my new blueprint? Huh. Making metal is very hard for us right now. As good as training gear will be in this game. Actually, don't make any oil here because I want the oil made in the Druid's hut because it's way more efficient. Well, it's more efficient. We're almost done with the incense we need too, which is pretty nice. Do I open up Pi, or do I get the Tinkerer? Pi feels so unnecessary right now. And I could get the brick oven someday, which would be even better. The Tinkerer would be very nice for the training gear. We do need a place to make that. And the only other place I can think of is the manufactory, and I'm pretty sure I don't need anything else that builds, so it's basically the same thing. Yeah, manufactory is like, it's training gear, it's packs of provisions, and barrels? If I'm not crazy. It's somewhere in my brain. It's pigment. Oh, well, thank you. Well, we already have pigment for the leather workers, so like this, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly. This is a long-term play. I'm not going to make use of it right now. I could make use of Pi right now, but like, again, I only get 2 more blueprints after this, so I have to be really judicious with them. I'm not forgetting that one of my buildings makes training gear, right? No. No, none of them do. That's fair. It's fair and good. Alright. I'm clicking on Tinkerer. It's a long-term play and questionable, but it's what I did, so deal with it. It's basically my feeling on that. How's this one going, guys? We have the incense we need, so I would love to transfer you to working on the ancient tomb thing. At your earliest convenience. Yeah, you guys are going. You're going to rest. You're fetching goods to store. Good, good. God, that's the most awkward fertile ground placement I've ever seen. God, that's awkward. Is this less awkward up here? It is a lot less awkward up here. Maybe I actually just plant myself up here. I'm certainly okay with that. I ain't gonna cry about that kind of placement. Anyway, though, let's get that incense and crystal dew in here to calm the spirits for great reputations. And, you know, to not lose all of our amber and wine. Well, all of our amber, because we have no wine. That will almost certainly get done in time. Like, almost certainly. Our only slow part is delivering the incense to the warehouse right now. And I'm gonna keep a close eye on them, because once this is done, we suddenly don't need to do this at all. Yep. Delivering. Good. Delivering. Good. Good. Well, I do want to keep a little stock of incense around, to be fair. It is handy to have. And if we can turn anything into biscuits, I would like it. We have no way of making flour, do we? Yeah. That's right. I forgoed the flour building because I'm a silly person. Well, no, just because we didn't need it, but, like, you know. Point remains. Boy, do we ever have enough pipes now. Holy moly. Oh, we only found one cache, huh? Oh, no, we found two. That one was just hiding. How dare you? How dare you hide from me? Ooh, it has an ancient tablet in it. So that's probably worth breaking open to get relics done, if I'm being real. Yeah. Oh, this is... They're still bringing ingredients over. They'll have to take another 2 trips to the warehouse, but then otherwise they're done. I can't imagine a trip to... I can't imagine one trip to the warehouse with both of them would take more than 3 minutes, so I'm going to officially stop worrying about that. Yeah, it's good right there. Foragers camp has run out. My god, we finally got the vegetables in the middle of our town cleared out. It's a miracle. Here? Does it actually fit there? No, it doesn't actually fit there. It was lying to me. It was a liar. Anyway. We need to get below 4 if we can. Ooh, gosh. We can. Barely. It's gonna be how that is. Alright. I don't like how barely good we are, but we are good. Use coal, it's more efficient. Only keep 10 around. We don't need any more than that. Might need a second person in the kiln to keep up with our coal needs now, but for the moment, we're good. That's all full. I am making incense, right? Yeah, good. We can salvage this. No, we can't, because I don't have any material to make clay with. I see. Okay. Fair enough. This is just an exceptionally awesome place for a new warehouse, so we're gonna put that down here. Maybe over here, actually. This might actually be even more exceptionally awesome. It's exceptionalier. One might say, if they hated the English language. We can set all that up. It's good. Might consider one over to this farm once we get it online, but we haven't got it online, so I don't care yet. Still making as many bricks as we can as fast as we can, but that doesn't mean we got enough. We got the relics. This won't bump me up a hostility level, hilariously enough. So we'll just click that button. Work towards winning. Certainly would love winning. Didn't find a storm geyser, unfortunately. In fact, we found no other geyser, which is, like, mildly shocking. But oh well. Man, if I found some clearance water, I would heavily consider getting a clay pit for the amount of clay that we don't have. We don't have either of those things right now, so that would be a poor idea. Where else are we gonna break into? Maybe this dangerous glade's a good idea? We do need space around this hearth at some point. A lot of questions I have as to what the optimal path is from here, because I just want to win as hard as... Hi. Free skewers forever sounds awful nice. Yeah, it sure does. Guess we stopped making skewers now, and we don't need nearly this much turkey production. That's for darn sure. But we do need to make sure pickled goods production is high. I should also consider putting somebody in there at some point, someday, in the future. We can use our resin to unhaunt the brewery, but I think I'd much rather the incense, which I think is like actively getting delivered right now as we speak by this dude I'm zooming in on. Nope, he was literally at the warehouse. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is a great time to unhaunt the brewery with our foxes. This does not need to be done in a hurry. But this does, because this will cause slowly increasing resolve penalties if it's not done as fast as possible. So we do this. cleanse that, get a couple of humans to finish off the Forsaken Crypt, call that done and dusted, and we're happier for it. God, I need that new hearth up faster, and I need more people on blight duty. So, you two, congratulations, you're woodcutters now. You're a lumberjack, and that's okay. This is almost certainly overkill. I could just pull somebody out of that, or out of that. That's fine too. I do want to keep a builder around. Alright. That'll do. What's our last order? Cut through to find a forbidden glade. What a lot of amber I can't spend on anything cool. Serving the people is like just a gimme though. Yeah, that just like happens. Yeah, that just kind of is done. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty happy about that choice, as it turns out. We're good with that. This is all questionable. I might re-roll these. There's some good parts of it, but I only get like 2 more blueprints and forever the end. God, I was lucky to find this many ruins. How did I get this lucky this game? This is going great. Like, I'm already like my biggest concern right now is how do I win faster, which is usually a good sign. These berries are just in the way. I want to make sure they are no longer in the way. You know what, guys? I think I'd rather help clear out this hearth more than anything else. So you go do that. Like, what do I, like, need? Monastery would be ideal. That covers leisure and religion, and we already have treatment and brawling covered. It also reduces our, our hostility by a level, which is very, very strong. So I'm probably going to fish for monastery at the end of the day. We also need a building that gives me flour if I ever want to get pies, which I can't if I get the monastery. Boy, okay, well, turns out this isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Maybe we're just never getting pie. Or flour. I mean, I need flour more than I need pie. Because I can actually make biscuits. Like right now, as we speak. Until we run out of flour. How are we doing here, by the way? Oh yeah, we have way more tools than we need, because we just got a truckload of them from the order we finished immediately. Right, that thing. Okay, well, let's send that then. Stonecutter has run out of stuff. I think you're just like out. Yeah, you are out. There be nothing left to stone cut. So I guess you're helping build for a while. Till we pop into here and see what's in there. That'll be lovely. I should get somebody on here soon, but for right now, I'd rather them build. I'm glad you got my reference to the Lumberjack song, 121. It makes me feel slightly less old. We should get a human in there and see if I can't get some sort of crop yield from it. We can certainly put the metal to good use. Could we use this many lizards as well? Kinda. Could also use the foxes. There's a lot of people we could, like, make good use of here. I do, however, need material to make clay out of and make bricks out of, and 30 clay is nothing to sneeze at when you're in that situation. Yeah. That's not something you turn your nose up at when you are sitting on no stone or clay. And you're trying to make crystallized dew out of it as well, come to think of it. Okay, we're really starting to feel the resolve penalty hits here. But we'll be fine for now. You can just go on the hearth so I can finally stop worrying about you. This fox house can move over. I need more human and lizard housing as well. Having the humans next to the farm seems appropriate enough. Get you getting berries, that'll be good. Lizard housing next to here is fine with me. Would love to salvage this, but that takes, like, weirdly I value the clay way more than the food I would get from salvaging that, so we're not going to. The end. We will rebuild this though, for sure. I definitely don't mind the artisan. Ah, the brewery's done. Blessed be. Blessed be the brewery. Alright. We stop pickled good production here. And probably reduce the amount of people in there as well. Because now we making us some pickled goods here at 3 stars, which doesn't even exist normally. So that's pretty sick. We have 24 people who eat pickled goods. My arbitrary line is have cap it at 3 times as many people eat it. And we can't actually use booze for any reason, but keep around 30 just for reasons. I could definitely take you out of the foragers camp, get you in the brewery. That's all good. Sure is. I mean, with the hearth and the warehouse right here, this place should be, like, hyper efficient. Like, hyper efficient. We have enough eggs to go around for the rest of time, too, so... yeah. I think we're just fine. This should probably do for pickled goods until the rest of time. Which means you guys need to relinquish your eggs and water skins. You're probably gonna cap on this. Also, I should up the limit for sure. Because we got plenty of porridge to make. As long as we have extras, let's get you guys in the Tea Doctor. Boost our global resolve by a healthy 3. Which is pretty sweet. I'd love it if I could make tea consistently, but we are struggling, like, really, really, really hard for clay. So, turning that into dew for services is questionable at best. got good coats. I've got the ability to make crystallized dew. It's as efficient as I want to make it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's dig for something better. Manufactory is here. An utterly useless brewery is here. Tea house is also like here and it exists. That sucked. This also sucks. Furnace? There's something to be said for it. If I find some clay pits, it'll go real hard, and I can start making pie. No, I can't because I have no flour. Okay. I'm going to gently tell my brain that we're not going to look at that until we open up this dangerous glade. And you could just sit your cute butt down in the seat and be patient. But I can't be patient. I have no patience. Why do you do this to me? God, shut up with your squeaky, weird voice. Inner thoughts. Nobody likes it. Here? Sure. I don't hate this placement. This'll make a lovely park. See, we also need a second farm that hits those three at the very least. So we need these trees killed. And that's your job. Go. Be the tree murderers I knew you could always be. Thanks, Viceroy. You're so inspirational. I know. Comes with the territory. Trapper's Camp has run out. Is that like run out level? Sure looks that way. Alright, well, guess you get to join the corridor of things we're not using right now. Can very easily rebuild the small farm. Vaguely tempting to salvage flour from that, but no, we good. Can also start making oil in here, which we most certainly want to do. Just put whoever wants to be in there, I guess. This is going to be the strangest farm ever. But it's most certainly worth making. I'm sure we'll get to that. Just rolling in the passive reputation for the moment. Feels goodman. I could shift the big shelter up over here, but we're about to get this down, solve the problem that way, so whatever. Could also shift some people just one of the buildings up here to even it out, get this to level 2, which probably is worth doing, if I'm being real. But it's not worth doing at this instant, so I won't. Yeah, this is good. Cool. Can we get below 4 still? Not quite. Should not be surprising given that I have no impatience whatsoever. How are we doing on wood and coal? We're doing exceptionally well on it. Even with faint flame going, I think we can manage this pretty easily. So we will do that. Get a blight fighter or two going, and we're rocking it. Yeah, we definitely don't need this many people on the beanery. Now that, we're not making pickled goods there. Are we keeping up with the demand, though, here? I might... Okay, you know what? This is what building specific limits are for. If we ever dip below 10, start making pickled goods here again. Hey, take it easy, Whimsy One. Thanks for hanging out. Alright. La-da-do. This is all good enough. Sure is. Farms are getting done. That's good. Still have absolutely nothing to make bricks out of. But... oh well. We have the ability to make tools, but we don't have anything to make tools out of. Well, we have some metal, but very little. And I don't really want to use it. You're still capped on eggs? Holy cow, you know what? Just increase the egg limit. Like, I'm amazed they still kept this up. Also, I never built my leatherworker, did I? I sure didn't. And even after I talked about how well it fits right there, what's wrong with me? I mean, to be fair, there's like basically no universe where I will need this at this point. I got like way more reputation from the foxes and lizards than I thought would be feasible this game. And we have so many water skins, I question if we could even run out if we tried. Maybe if the game went way longer, like way longer, but it sure doesn't feel like it's gonna go much longer. Sure does feel like I'm gonna win on like year 6 or 7 very easily, which is a nice feeling. You're done with jerky. I'm not having you make any oil. Yeah, boy, kind of wish I had juiced that up, frankly. You're maxed out on oil, which is fine. Love to have you rebuild that, but right now we're fine. Can't really salvage that at all. Tool shop has now run out of metal instantly because of course they have. What the heck were you expecting? Having 15 tools for the next glade I'm opening though is going to be real sweet. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah. Guess we're just good for the moment. Sure seems like it. Hey. Guess you can stay on the post for a while. Just in case. And year 6. Yes. Get everybody back to woodcutting. See our new cornerstone. Over diligent workers. Free barrels to put booze and pickled goods into. I love it. I love it a lot. It's also wildly unneeded, is the thing. I think I kind of want to re-roll just to see if I get Heart of the Forest, because that'll do a lot more for me this game. Darn. Let me go back. Just survivor bonding then. Without restrictions, also pretty sweet. Yeah, it's probably good enough. we are sitting definitively at Resolve 6, so let's just get a lizard on the hearth instead. Get some rep. And break into the glade. Post haste. Finally see what we're working with in terms of these blueprints and whatever the heck is in the glade. Because I've been sitting on that for ages, and I'm tired of sitting on it. Alright, what do we got in here? We've got a massive amount of sea marrow. Interesting. Clay deposit. Good. A lot of this is good, actually. Some more fertile ground and a drizzle water geyser. Interesting indeed. A large encampment also exists here. Like, I don't need people. I've got, like, way more people than I need when it comes down to it. Oil's cheaper than incense, so I'm just gonna use that. We'll get the foxes immediately calming the spirits here. I'm very glad I have 15 amber in the tank for that. Now I want service buildings a lot more. Furnace? Maybe. This is a big maybe. It's a real big maybe. We don't need any gathering camps at all, whatsoever. This is such a big maybe. Amber, I could re-roll it one more time. I'd be searching for flour and a service building for the most part. These are the only two things I get. I probably want the service building more than anything. We'll have some copper from the clay, but not a lot. Not very much. It's a tough choice that is entirely meaningless because I have 3 people in the blue and only need 2.5 points of reputation to win, so maybe I just click on things and call it good. I've declared this to be good enough, because we're going to win. And since that's basically guaranteed, I've decided that more stressing over optimization is now a somewhat fruitless exercise, I would suggest. So we not gonna stress over it, we just gonna send it. Call it good. This is next to a warehouse, therefore it is much better placed there. Thought you said you weren't gonna stress over optimization. Hey. I'm sort of not. Also, no caches in here again, which is kind of funny. But it is what it is, I guess. It's just we're gonna have two things we are not going to complete at the end. This is plus 30, this is plus 36, right? Yeah. I could take either and not go up to 7. And I really want to keep hostility right where it is, given that everyone's in the blue and I can just sit here and win. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, Yeah, it's +1 per minute, so like we win before the drizzle even stops. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and officially stop stressing about the game. Just in time. Alright, cool. The Patient Queen. Don't let the Queen's impatience go above 4. Yeah, it did feel like I was doing that. Do I got? Oh, I got the appreciative nod. Oh man, that's a rare one. Prosperity 5. Win with reputation points. Excellent. Super excellent. Super excellent. Super easy. That was very, very calm. I could have handled so much more than I did. Anyway, I want caravan wagons to get further this way. Hi. Pay machinery for food, or win to start with crystallized dew. I'm very happy to trade machinery for food, because food's the bottleneck for all my upgrades. So I'm very happy to just do that. Unfortunately, I did not reach any question marks, which is kind of what I was hoping I would hit with Extended Caravan. This just takes me so far away from the gold seal that it's a truly awful idea. So that's not happening. I guess I just go here. Just go out here. Do a normal game? Ew. Who does normal games? That's disgusting. Maybe I'll do that off screen so I don't have to put you through that. But first of all, we got Fiery Wrath. Things burn longer for however much the Queen's impatient for. Can be good. Very rarely use it. And got a nice little plate of food for my house. Ah, yay! They let me eat now. Woo! Lori, look. They're letting us have food. Look who it is. Okay, I don't need tutorials right now, so just enjoying the hearth for a second. It's nice. It's a nice place. Alright, but we have upgrades to get. I can get something real expensive. Another embarkation point would be pretty stellar. Where's that? Every settlement starts with 5 fabric. I have missed that a lot. Not gonna lie. I can't get to it, but it's probably worth getting to. Embarkation bonus also very nice. Newcomers bringing more stuff. Harpy starting with coats. It's all very good. I am getting close to level 16, which means I need to think about what my next thing's going into. Probably Pioneer's Gate. Well, like, do I really need more Last Stand? Definitely want the embarkation points, but I think the biggest thing I want is the farm range increase, to be honest. Larger storage is also pretty nice. Do I need to start backfilling? It would be probably smart to go up the monastery path now. Another trade route would also be fine. It's a tough choice. There's a lot of good things I can get. If I could get both of these right now, I might do that, but like, I'm kind of just leaning to +1 embarkation points. Just because it's just flat good. And I want it. The end, I guess. I guess that's good enough. Cool. Ah, the gold seal is so close. Just play another game right now? I don't know. I don't know. It's been 2 hours. And sometimes my games can take like 3 or 4. And that one was fast. So I'm not sure about this. Maybe if I look at the setup and I'm just like, oh my god, this setup is going to be the easiest thing in the universe to complete. Maybe. These are pretty weak starting caravans, gotta say. Does let me start with 2 blueprints. 9 people? It's a little stinky. I'm not gonna lie. I think this setup smells. Is it just like good enough though? Could go with the foxes, that'd be a faster start, but not a better one. And hey, if I click on Prestige 3, you know what I could actually do. I could click on Settler. And try to get the deed where you win in like 5 years. Is that the deed? Is that what I'm going for? Is that the thing I want now? Because I want a really quick game, and that will get me there. Win a game in 5 years or less. Can I win a game in 5 years or less? I mean, in theory, sure, right? How hard could it possibly be? I would just need a hyper fast start, and that's what I would need. And I guess I would need to go here so I have the most amount of embarkation points I can manage. Or do this, start with a healthy 12 people, which will get me a very fast start. I don't need humans. Like, speed is of the utmost here. Settler's just dumb. You can just do whatever on Settler. Maybe that's just what I do, though. There certainly is no faster game than Settler. And if is that what I want to do? Is it? I mean, it's not like it doesn't have to be at any difficulty. It can just be on Settler difficulty. That feels dumb. That's dumb. Let's do it. Let's just have the fastest game I can possibly do. So we're just looking for early game good stuff. The end. This is... Oh my god. Alright. Let's see. Drizzle water bonus. Fresh breeze. People move faster with housing. Cool. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Let's see. How do I win quickly? Open Glades, look for reputation events. Get tools, finish orders. Find the Find the excavation thing and do it fast. All those would be good. So that should be the tentative plan, but as always, the plan will fall apart once I know what we're getting into. Apothecary? That's a weird start. Like, we have a small farm already. Maybe it's plantation. That's certainly okay. What's our first geyser? It's clearance. No guarantee the greenhouse will pop off. Alright, plantation, fine. Kiln, I guess? Man, these suck. Other worker? Maybe granary? Probably granary. Alright, that'll have to do. Looks like I'm putting down a crude workstation. Stupid, stinky crude workstation. We hate it. But anyway. We've got a very healthy 12 people to start out with, so this should be a lightning fast start. And once we get the cornerstone in orders, we will just probably go as hard as I can. Start collecting. What do we got? It's probably exploration contract, honestly. I'm gonna pop a lot of glades, like, as a matter of course here, so, like, this is a lot of stuff. Gets us what we need for bricks real fast, which is great. Alright, sure. Turns out that sounds good to me. Got enough woodcutters, alright? Yeah. Good, good. Alright, we get 12 orders. Oh, man. Hold on, how many reputation points do we need to win? Oh, they don't have a count. Oh no, I have to count? Ooh, 12, okay. So if I just do all the orders, I win. That's kind of funny. Woodcutters? This is in order? This exists? This is the easiest order I've ever seen in my life. Okay, sure, we'll take the easiest order I've ever seen in my life. Joyful Foxes, huh? Is that doable? Wood delivery would be equally as ridiculously easy and get us more people immediately. Joyful Foxes, though, like, surely that's doable, right? Maybe not, actually. 14. To get them up to 14, I would need to favor them, I would need to house them, and I would need the hearth upgraded. Which is doable. It's not, like, easily doable, but it's doable. And in that case, I want to save my wood for better stuff. I don't need the trading post at all. Well, eventually I will, but certainly not right now. So yeah, if I just put down 4 houses, that will get me... yeah, all the housing I need. That'll get them to +3. The +10 and the +2 will get me to 15, which is enough. Alright. We won't open any more orders. We're going to focus fully on Joyful Foxes, which we're kind of already optimized to do right now, because we have as many people as we can get on woodcutting without going ridiculously over the top with it. And yeah, 3 builders should be more than enough to build all these things in time, so cool. Just don't click on woodcutters if we happen to store 30 wood at some point. Ooh, Trapper's Camp. No. Don't need the food for it right now. I might even tear down the crude workstation for this. Like, that's how fast I want to go. And that's how little I need these things. We'll see if we get close, I might tear that down for the wood. But I suspect we'll clear this pretty easily. This game is going to be silly. Alright, we have 3 houses made. Now I need the park to get the bonus resolve, and we're good. I can even click on woodcutters, like, immediately. Now, that could lower their resolve by a tick by bringing in people who are not happy, so maybe hold off for just an instant. Wait till you've actually done the order. Two, one, kaboom! Foxes. Now we get a mushroom delivery line, which is going to be hilarious. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous how much we have there. And Fox Resolve just, like, is done. Yeah. I think Basic Logistics is also done. I have built 56 paths. So it's just like, which one of these do you want instantly done? That's a great choice. I like that. I want more of these orders. I think I like the extra movement perk. I like that a lot. Alright. We have 3 upgrades. Oh, now we're sitting on 3 blueprints just like that, huh? Man. Settler is easy. As it turns out. Furnace sounds great. Yeah. You want that? Opens up the ability to smelt copper, and copper comes from the trees. 2 people eat pie. Sounds lovely. Could just get the provisioner for flour. Why not? Sounds great. And then we pick up the beanery for porridge and crystallized dew. It's all gravy. It's good. We don't need any of this. This is absurd. Yeah, just drop the furnace here. I mean, we still want to pop into these stupid glades. But it's so early for that right now. It's almost silly. I guess we just do that. I guess we're just fine right now. We'll get some people working on fabric or whatever. I only need 2 for the granary, so get you 2 working on that, and still have no good place to make planks, but like, who cares? It'll be fine. Can already upgrade the hearth if I want to, so let's just queue that up. Get down a nice harpy house at some point. Can get. It's all a little questionable. It's too many builders. I need more camps. Need more camps, people in the camps. We should make another woodcutter camp just for the heck of it. No, no. Don't be absolutely absurd. Just make sure that's a priority. We'll make pickled goods out of something, I'm sure. Feels wildly unneeded. And I love how that feels. Please deliver those immediately. Y'all. Then stop making planks there for the rest of time. Stop making fabric there for the rest of time, because we'll make them in the granary. Good, good. Lovely. I guess if we have something to pickle, we'll pickle it. But otherwise, we're just gonna get you guys making a ton of fabric, because we need it. Once space for the furnace has been chopped out, we'll just slap that down. It'll be lovely. Maybe I could just put it over here, actually. Might look nice. And if it looks nice, why am I not doing it? That's my criteria for nearly everything I do. You're out of planks. Okay, well that's fine. We don't want bricks made here, but we do want jerky made here if we ever find the means to make jerky. Good luck us with that, I guess. Well, here I am with 17 people and 0 hostility. Also 6 woodcutters. God, Cellar's stupid. I love it. It's really fun. Next order unlocks, wait, it unlocks in 3 minutes? Right, because the storm doesn't last nearly as long. Right, that part. Okay. I guess I could just pop a glade for the heck of it. Just so we can actually get something done. I mean, you can just make some coal, it's fine. My builder can keep busy with like preparing to build the furnace and stuff. We're okay with that. I think any copper ore we should be smelted. Well, I mean, we do need some for lightning, to be fair. At some point, maybe, perhaps, if we don't instantly win. Which is a good chance of happening right now, not gonna lie. Let's stick with bricks for the moment. It's good. Cool. Coolio. More lizard sounds great. We have a lot of jobs for them. Uh-huh. Get you in the furnace and the kiln. 2 harpies building is fine for the moment. Send it. Oh my god. Alright. I can wait 2 minutes for the orders to pop before I go glade bashing. Oh my. Yeah, there's the level 2 hearth, all upgraded there. That's good. That's cool. That was tough, man. Really, you know, it's a testament to perseverance. This one. How does he do it? It must be his extraordinary skill and combined with his animal magnetism. That's how he's doing so well right now. That's the only reason. It must be so. Harvester's camp has run out. Okay, we really need to pop into a glade now. But it's only like 20 seconds to the order. I can be a little patient to play optimally, I guess. Okay, open glades, right? No? Alright, well, this is very easily doable, so I guess I'll just click on that. Open glades? No? Again. Rude. Fine, cellar then. Well, we're opening this, and probably that, to be honest. But we need in here for sure, so that's that. Everything else is definitely optional. And so I shall treat it as such. We've already maxed out on fabric. That's pretty sweet. You can stay in here just in case we happen to get something that we can make pickled goods with. I guess. Yeah. To make the provisioner at some point. So, like, chop all this down. Somebody, you, congratulations on your promotion or something. What do we got? Escaped convicts, huh? We have the tools to arrest them. And I don't see why I wouldn't just do that, frankly. Clearance water, as we knew it would appear. We also got a nice big old patch of fertile ground, which is great. Gets in the way of housing, but boy, I'm not gonna cry over that, that's for sure. Yeah, it's all good, I'd say. Some point the provisioner will have room to exist. Oh my god, I have too many builders. This is a lot. What do I want more? I already have a forager's camp, so like maybe I should make a plantation be my first thing. Like, it makes sense. When I have an excessive amount of grain, I want to have the tertiary stuff. Can't deny it makes perfect sense, huh? I should work on my orders. So let's get 8 packs of building material made. We certainly have enough cloth production for that. So we'll just go ahead and queue that one up. Still nothing for you to pick up. I may as well just slap down the forager camp. That's getting done. You're not done with the eggs here, so there's really no reason to move you. Clearance water geyser, I mean, I'll want it at some point. Alright, plantation's done, but we missed harvest time, so... You know, we missed the planting season, so that's just not happening right now. Okay. Slap 2 people here, get the packs of building materials done as fast as possible. Now we just wait for the foxes to clear out the provisioner. Oh my god, we got a new, brand spankin' new blueprint as well. They're all pretty great. None of them are essential. Tea doctor? We're not making that much complex food right now, but we could. It's hostility. Like, we're never going to worry about hostility this entire game. Let's grab the tea doctor, it's fine. We'll just slap it here. In fact, we could just slap it here right now. You see, we could. We actually just could. So maybe we do just build it. Just frickin' build it, bruh. What are you even waiting for, bruh? Waiting for an invitation? You waiting for me to stop saying bruh, bruh? Bruh. Okay, I'll stop. For now. You're not off the hook quite yet. Fabric, yeah, it's being made. We good. So we're just shoving it into boxes right now. There we go, important delivery all done. You can stop making the extra one. Click that button. Get a new blueprint. Rain mill, not needed. Press, it's okay. Skewers? Do you have enough people that want skewers to make that viable? I've been going so fast I haven't actually thought about what I wanted yet. I have the beanery for good porridge. Good porridge, fairly good pickled goods. And the ability to make crystallized dew, which is why I made the geyser pump upon reflection. This is getting built, which is lovely. Could make barrels and turn that into pickled goods. That's not crazy. We do have copper ore smelting, and a lot of copper ore. And certainly plenty of people to man both. That sure is all true stuff. So we've got the ability to make pies and pickled goods right now. Is it just buy the grill, get skewers? I guess. Nothing wrong with it. Sure. Slap it over here. It'll look great. Will it though? Will it really? What if you turned it this way so that it's slightly more efficient and better looking? Hon hon hon. What if? What if you did do that? My god, the madman. He's actually doing it. Flour. We definitely want to turn grain into flour. Once we get a delivery of it at some point. We'll get down a lizard house or two. Still can't make fox houses quite yet. Gonna have to wait for the beanery to exist before we can manage that. Should also put down a trading post at some point so that we can actually do some trades. On that note, packs of provisions would also be a smart thing to get. I am mildly worried about food, but theoretically we should be good given that we're going to have a huge berry crop next year. I should have people on that by now. Yeah, UC12, UC12, doesn't really matter who goes in there. Yeah? Like, why not? Yeah? Why not? Lizards? Sure. I have stuff for them to do. Let's have them do it. The stuff. the stuff that needs doing. I do need a builder, though. Probably have less people in the granary, too. Yeah, you definitely go into the copper bar place. You're definitely best suited to the provisioner. Are collecting wheat. It's good. Plantations are basically fully staffed. Alright. Guess I'll just sit on a bunch of resolve rep. Laugh a little. Oh, the woodcutter's camp can't cut anything. Oh my goodness. Alright. We are on the cusp of breaking into glades. Do I want to wait for clearance to break into glades? That feels weird. Yet it's probably the right call. Again, very weird feeling. I'll get even less impatience. Ho 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 ho. Bwahahaha. Pickled goods are made better elsewhere. Can make porridge out of clearance water and whatever. Though we don't want too much of it. 30, I guess? Sure. Do need our builder there for the moment, though. Less people in the workstation? Maybe. It's a big ol' maybe, bruh. We do need a lot of planks. I guess people in the granary literally aren't doing nothing, so maybe it's okay to pull somebody out of that at least. Good enough. And if we happen to find clay from some node, we'll definitely want them to pick it up. Just make skewers out of whatever if you can. 60, it's fine. Just put a blizzard on it. Call it a day. You're a builder, congrats. I'm very happy for you, or I'm sorry. One of those is right. Come on, orders. Have break into glade be an order. Dang it. Trapper's Trial. If I cared more, I would go for this. This is just like happening, so. Chest Chaser. How many do I need? 2. Just 2, huh? It's actually very doable. That's dumb. It's dumb and I love it. Alright. There's just not going to be an order to open glades, I guess. We're just going to have to accept that's the world we live in now. A world without super optimal orders. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna put the woodcutters here, we're gonna break into these things, look for the archaeological dig, and then do whatever the heck's in here. It'll be lovely, we'll love all of it. More fertile ground, that's nice to see. Fishman is a little stinky, given I wanted to use the tools for other things. I have the amber to just bribe them. And I can bribe them with jerky. This is a whole reputation point, though, which is pretty tight. Let's sit on it. Yeah. Wait for the trader to show up. In the meantime, let's use a fox or two to open up the caches. Make that a priority to open. Granary, I mean, you're busy with important stuff. You guys are busy with slightly less important stuff. I guess one of you gets to be the builder. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you or whatever. It's a trader. That was convenient. Hi. Do you have training gear? Or stone? Or tools? No, you have none of these. That sucks. We'll have to wait for the other trader to see where we stand then. Yeah. Just ship you wherever. This is good enough. I want to make sure we get those 4 harpy houses done soon-ish. Oh hey, another blueprint. Wonder what I should get now. Ranch? It's not bad. Do we have water skins? Probably. It's probably fine. That's gonna be real hard to be the wrong choice. I'd have to actively work for that to be the wrong choice. Hilda, hello. You have rocks. Perfect. I need 15 of your rocks. Cool. And you can take some money? Yeah? Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Good enough. Cool. Now, do need to make sure we're not using the rocks in bricks for the moment. We are not. Excellent. Cool. Let's get some focuses. I guess from woodcutting. This is rather time sensitive. And yeah, chase these guys away for a whole reputation point. And then, my gosh, I guess we'll just put down a small farm here, won't we? Looks good to me, bro. That's all good. We can buy this. I certainly do love those. We're about to open both caches, right? Sure are. Okay. Cool. Yeah. We just need to make the storm geyser pipe something up and we're good. Guess we also need to do trade routes at some point someday in the future. Sell parts? I don't hate it. Sure. Go for it. Get them! Kick their butts! Kick their butts all over town! Caches are open. We get a constant stream of training gear, which is amazing, and more tools than we started with, which is hilarious. Do I mine the clay pit? Probably unnecessary. We do have a ton of rocks that we're not even collecting yet. Alright, we'll go with that. Why not? Carpenter, sure. We could use better plank production, defined as any, so let's do that. Everybody's super happy, giving me a ton of passive reputation. Yeah, I guess we're good there, too. I'll get those harpy houses done so we could get our, like, final order done and just call it a day. Ah, yes. Let's make sure that dangerous totem of 20 hostility is cleared as soon as possible. We wouldn't dare leave that to linger, unless we risk imminent death. Lord have mercy. This is gonna be win before year 4. That's so dumb. I love it. God, I love it a lot. Wow. Alright. Win a game in 5 years or less. Win a game in 3 years or less. Yeah. I don't think I could have done that any faster, to be honest. Don't let the Queen's impatience grow above 2 in a single game. Official praise. Lightning fast. Yeah, that was that was dumb. That was really dumb. That was dumb and I loved it. But hey, we cleared out that, so cool. Oh god, Ancient Battlegrounds sucks. Oh, that sucks so much. I hate that modifier. I hate it. Hate it, 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 hate it. So we're clear. Anyway, I got the signboard now. It's what I honestly wanted the most out of that. Anything else I want to like look at in terms of these things? I do have to go into the Cursed Woodlands at some point. Refinery is a thing I should look at too. I would love to do one of the utopias. That's just like takes a game I focus on it. Complete 20 trade routes. At some point I want to do that. Lots to do. I never did the marshlands on Viceroy? Huh. That's surprising. Nor did I do the Cursed Woodlands on Viceroy either. Discover 2 dangerous glades before the end of year 1. On Pioneer difficulty. Does it have to be on Pioneer difficulty? I assume you could do that on any difficulty, except for Settler. I don't know. Spark Day. I mean, there's a ton of stuff I need to do at some point. Lots and lots. We're getting there, though. We are getting there. Lots to do. I didn't get enough food to get an upgrade, did I? No, not even the cheapest. Okay, well, you know, that's what happens when you do a Settler game. You don't get anything for it. Ick. Oh, I hate starting with 150 hostility points. You're behind the 8 ball the whole game. Like, absolutely the entire game. You're just so behind the 8 ball. It hurts. It hurts a lot. And yet here I am, probably gonna do that on Prestige 3. Why not? We'll actually have a real game instead of our Molehill, which is the dumbest game I've ever had. That was really fun. But for now, I think 2 games is my limit for the stream, because my throat hurts, and I'm hungry, so those are 2 really good reasons to call it quits. But hey, thanks so much for watching, I really appreciate that. I'll be back on Saturday for sure. Friday is questionable if at best. Uh, I am prepping Disco Elysium. I don't know how much interest there is out there for it, but there's interest in here for it. Being me, my body, I'm interested in it, so like I gonna do it, and that's how I decide what I want to do. Because I want to be enthusiastic about the games I'm playing, and that just makes for a more fun experience all around. And I love Against the Storm, which is why I'm playing it again today. Anyway, I've rambled long enough. I'm gonna call it here, and thank you for watching yet again. Appreciate that a great deal. I'll send you off to Whimsy One, who's also playing Against the Storm at a way higher difficulty level than I am right now, cause I started a new save file. But it'll be fun. You'll love it. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thanks. You take care and have a lovely rest of your whatever it is. And thank you again. Peace.